All right, everybody, you're here because maybe you're interested in putting on a pick rail for a sight or a side saddle shell holder, or maybe a little new thumb doodad to make it easier to select fire and safe. Well, if you want to bear with me, I'll show you how I'm going to do it as best I can. I'll do it in hopefully short order. I won't draw you out into any long processes of what the hell I'm doing, but I will show you what I've done and how I did it. I will be using my mill to accomplish probably each of these tasks to a certain degree. But as far as the pick rail goes, I got this UTG off Amazon. It's like 18 bucks. And I like this one because it's flat on the bottom and it has a couple of curved dog ears, if you want to call them that come down. And on this, I don't have any holes for screwing this on. So I'm going to drill and tap some holes to mount this rail. So that's one of the processes. Then I'm also going to do one of these side saddles. You've probably seen videos on guys doing this one. Looks like it fits on pretty nice, but it does cover the serial numbers. So I'm going to mill a little bit away and to clear that out, and just so I don't get in trouble by Johnny Law. And we'll do that. We'll see how that installation goes. And then this new selector just has a raised thumb tab. And that will go here. This has a one-way screw, safety screw, or security screw rather. I don't know why they did that on this, but they did for whatever reason. So you got to take that off, and we'll put on the new selector. This one is, straight-sided, so it's a little slightly thinner than the original. The original one kind of comes out a little bit on a large radius, so it should be okay. We'll see how it looks. I can always put this one back on if I don't really care for it, but we'll see what happens. So anyway, when you come back, this thing will be disassembled and probably ready for whatever operation I'm going to do first. Here I'm using a punch with a point and driving the screw counterclockwise. Came out easier than I envisioned. I thought it'd be a little tougher, but it wasn't too bad. And just got it around to where I knew it was loose enough to hit it with a screwdriver. I held down the tab and took the screw out. There's a spring with a little ball bearing there for the detents, and that'll fly out if you don't hold it down while you're taking the screw out. Once the screw is out, I lift the mechanism, and what it was screwed into was underneath, and it fell out below, so you won't see it here in this picture. When I reinstall it, I'm holding that piece up underneath. If you don't take your trigger group out, this isn't an issue, but my trigger group was out. There is a shim underneath the original selector switch, and you want to reuse that shim in the same orientation on the new one when you reinstall the new selector tab. Tighten the screw down. Use the short end of the Allen key for tightening it like shown. You don't want to make it too tight. And once it's tight, you can check the function of the switch, and it should be as easy or easier than before to uh, engage it. Here I'm setting up to drill the holes. I'm just finding my zero positions, and I'm going to go through and center drill, drill, and tap each of the holes. Clean out the threads. Nice and clean and oil free. All right, cleaned out the threads, installed the rail. Didn't use any Loctite, but I cinched them down appropriately, I think. I don't think it's going anywhere, especially with the usage it gets. It's not like it's getting out there every day or every season or whatever. There it is. It's, and like again, I said, it's flat. It mounts to the flat. It just has those ears that kind of hang over. They don't really grab on anything. That's okay because the other ones are far worse as far as how they hang on to the top with just a radius and it hits on 2 points. This one at least is laying on the flat. That's it. So now it's onto the side saddle, and then I should be all set to go on this one. All right, final thoughts on what I've just done. Got the pick rail on there. I actually went back and put some Loctite, purple Loctite on all the screws, just to make sure nothing backs out. Should be fine. So the pick rail's on there very securely. The thumb switch is on there. It's not as it looks good. It's thin, but it works. It functions fine. Uh, I like it being able to not actually have to look and see where I'm placing my thumb. I just feel and it goes. The shell holder. Aside from showing how I milled the cutaway there, installing it was pretty easy. There's a screw back here. You just got to take the original out, put this one in, which protrudes further, so you can put a nut on the back side here, and the screw that replaces the pin for your trigger group fit perfectly through. Comes out over here, and it actually mounts fairly nicely and holds the shells extremely well. So I like that. I did just purchase this Vortex Spark 2 uh, from Midway. They have them 99 on sale here and there from what I gather online, but currently it's 99 bucks. And other things I've done to this is I have a Hogue foregrip and buttstock. I like the feel of the Hogue. It's grippier, and I do like some wood stocks, but this came with wood, but I wouldn't say it was high quality or real nice looking wood. It's just looked pretty generic and budget minded for what the rifle is. So I do like the Hogue stock. Got a barrel guard. Should it ever get hot enough to get hot. And then I got this this pick mount. I think it's Defender Tactical. They're out of Texas. I put this on, modified the end cap, put it on so I can have light. I've had this bead sight on here for a long time, so it's going to stay there. It's not doing anything harmful. Another thing I got from Defender Tactical is this to use with mini shells. So you can run mini shells in this, and you can still run the full length shells as well. I know another one out there, or maybe most of them out there, perhaps you can just run the minis, but this one allows you to keep using standard size shells. So I like that. But overall, this is it. It's done, and that's it. So, any questions on whatever I've done, or just leave comments below. I'll leave links to some of the stuff I put on this. But this is another gun that I've gotten to where I think I'm done with it. I'm not going to do anything more with it. But I have another one I still have to work on, SKS. So I have something out on that maybe in a couple months. And if you've gotten this far, thanks for watching. Have a nice day.